Hey everyone, Jeff Kaus, My Pro Realty here. It's getting about that time where usually we hear from Eric by now, but since we haven't heard from him, I can only assume that he's lost somewhere in his 10-gallon hat, kind of wandering about. So I thought I'd get on here and put some content out today, just to give everybody a few thoughts. I know Eric usually talks a little bit about something kind of funny, and then talks about how he kind of ties it to his real estate career or just his personal life in general. I was going to blog on this, but I thought, well, you know what? This is probably as good a topic as any for this video today. Um, and a couple minutes of video is probably easier than a couple paragraphs of blog. So for those of you who don't know, I am the proud owner of a 1997 Jeep Wrangler. It's an awesome Jeep. I love it. It's a 4-inch lift, 33-inch tires, though my son probably would prefer to have 35s or 37s on it, but it's high enough with the 33s. But the best part is the manual transmission. I think any adventurer with their Jeep would tell you that it's just an extra layer of fun to have that manual transmission when you're driving about. So it's great. It's awesome. I love it. It's an adventure waiting to happen, is kind of how I describe the Jeep. Some people, though, would describe the Jeep as a leak awaiting to happen. If you've owned a Jeep, you know they have a tendency to leak a little bit here and there. And there's a few days that go by where I walk out and there's a new little spot on the cardboard underneath it. And just that in and of itself, having cardboard underneath it kind of tells you the story. But yeah, it does have a few issues here and there. But again, I love the Jeep, and that brings me to my blog post. I mean, I could label or title the blog post, what leak awaits me today, and have a real negative mindset about it, and a money pit kind of mindset, and my gosh, it's what kind of hassle is this going to cause me? But I don't. I would probably choose to label my blog or title my blog, "What Adventure Awaits Me Today," because that's really the reason for having the Jeep. It's really because it does bring some joy to life. It brings that sense of adventure, and it's a fun thing to have. So again, that goes back to the mindset. You can and we control that mindset. This is probably the more serious part of the post. We have the ability to make a choice of how we respond to things. Eric loves Tim Kite. If you haven't listened to any of Tim Kite's stuff, I'm going to put the link in the video. Tim Kite talks a lot about the E plus R equals O kind of theory, that there's an event, we respond in a certain way to the event, and that yields a certain outcome. We can't control the event, and we can't control the outcome directly other than through how we respond to the event. So, that kind of goes back to the Jeep. I can't control, I can fix it as much as I can, but I can't control those new little leaks that are going to pop up. I can only control how I respond to that and what kind of mindset I go into that with. Am I going to be negative? Am I going to be positive? Is it going to be something that I learn from? Is it going to be something that I use to teach my sons something about, whether it's just a simple oil change or a bearing replacement or whatever. Again, mindset. How do I choose to respond to something that has already happened that I couldn't control? That and now what outcome is going to result because of that? So with the Jeep, obviously, you kind of figured it out. I choose to respond in the positive way. I look at it as an adventure, whether it's learning a new mechanical skill, whether it's walking out there and having it not leak today and being able to just hit the road and put the top down, take the doors off, and go on an adventure with my kids. I think most people would say that they'd like to have that adventure side of it. Probably choose to not have the leak side of it, but the adventure is what we want to focus on. So, like I said, I'm going to put the link to some of Tim Kite's stuff in here. The E plus R equals O is a great thing to think about as you're going through your day at work, things that happen with your family. For us in the real estate world, it's good to remember that we do control how we respond to events, and then the way we respond is what, in the end, creates the outcome. Whether it's a positive outcome, a negative outcome, an outcome we want to replicate, stuff like that. So So yeah, so hopefully that was a little bit of a break from Eric and his cowboy hat. And if you liked it, reach out and ask me questions. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know that that you think my blog post was worth listening to. If you have other things you think you would like to hear me talk about, let me know that as well. I can definitely put some stuff together, and who knows, maybe I'll write about this as well. So check out my website, jeffkaus.com, and see if I do end up writing about what my Jeep is leaking or what adventure awaits me today. So everybody have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.